All right, everyone, welcome back. Today I have the legend of EXE, the EXE dev himself, Shill Gates. We finally got him out here. What's up, Shill? How you doing today?
Good. How are you, Mr. Bremser?
I'm doing very good. So today we're going to be talking about all things ICP, what's going on in the community, meme coins, etc. But the first question I want to ask you, and by the way, guys, just for some reference, I don't have any questions. They're just coming off the top of my head. But how did you get into ICP?
Okay, so I initially found out about it when it launched on Coinbase. I don't know, I just seen it pop up out of nowhere. It was like $500 a token. So I just kind of peeked at it then and thought it was overvalued. I stayed away from it for a while. And then one of my buddies in Telegram, he started getting into it and told me to check it out. And that was probably we were on our way down around $20, $30 range. So that's when I first started buying in. And that was around the time when they started the Motoko boot camp as well. And I was in their first class for that.
That's actually really, really sick. I remember that day when ICP launched. It was at number 3. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? And then I think I got my first initial buys in 2021 around like $80, but I didn't, I had like no size back then. So my buy orders were like, I think I bought like 2 or 3 ICP and, just, I don't know what actually happened to it. Maybe I'm still holding it on like an old Coinbase account or something, but yeah, man, I want to talk to you. So for you guys who aren't familiar with who Shill Gates is, he devved and founded a project called EXE, which is right now the largest meme coin on ICP. I would consider him a pioneer in the meme coin and ICP in general. I think he's done a ton of great stuff for the community. Super smart guy. And I think you need to be paying attention to what this guy's doing. And there's a reason why I'm interviewing him, because he's doing cool stuff. So I want to know, what happened with why did you decide to make EXE? Like, what did you just fuck it? You're like, I'm just gonna run it. I want to know.
So I started, like, the first thing I was doing, I was involved with just like some random people from online with SNS1 stuff. I made a little tagger bot for SNS1. Then, Adam from Neopets came and bought all that out. So then a couple guys from there moved on to do Sneed and their own thing. So I guess, I don't know, I was just kind of bored and wanted to do my own thing. And so Windoge, there was a Windoge 98 that existed on Binance. This was probably like 2021, I think it was.
Yeah.
And it was kind of crappy. They didn't have a website like us or anything. But I like the idea and the meta of it because, internet computer, an operating system, it's a good meta fit for each other.
Yeah, I think it's a super dope narrative because, ICP, it kind of attracts I guess the nerds. I don't want to say it like that, but it's, a lot of nerds love ICP, and Windoge, completely fits that narrative and anything. When you initially launched it and everything, did you think it was going to get this big?
No, not at all. I expected maybe like a couple 100,000 market cap, just based off of what other meme coins on ICP did. And I mean, it blew my expectations out of the water.
Yeah, and a little bit about meme coins and ICP. I don't want to toot my own horn here, but when I was at the Definity Foundation HQ back last year in February, so like a year ago, I was telling everybody there, guys, we need more fucking meme coins. Meme coins bring in a lot of liquidity, and at the end of the day, there's some people in the community who don't quite understand this. I think they're a little uneducated about, how crypto works. But if you look at every single chain that has a lot of liquidity in a robust ecosystem, Solana, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Avalanche, the one thing they have a lot of is meme coins. And if you look at the top runners from this recent pump, from, Avalanche, it was Cock Inu. From Solana, it was Bonk. From Near Protocol, it was Nico. So if you take a look at, the projects that are doing the best and actually driving the most volume in these ecosystems, it's in fact the meme coins. And I think, I kind of want to have you talk a little bit about it. What is your opinions on meme coins in general, like your philosophy, I guess? Because although they're just like memes, and of course they are kind of just like for fun, etc., what is your kind of like thought process behind why they are so attractive and why the market loves them so much?
The why part, I think it's pretty easy. So, like stocks, if you want to get in on the ground floor of stocks, you need a lot of money. You need to be like a certified broker through the SEC or something. I don't know how it all works, but I know you need special licensing and that kind of thing. A lot of ICOs, they only initially offer their seed rounds to VCs and things like that. meme coins don't do that. You could buy a meme coin that launches at $12,000 market cap. I mean, it's more akin to a lottery ticket, but I think there's a bigger pot to be won for people with smaller amounts of money than if they were to put it into bigger non-meme coin projects, I guess you'd say, quote unquote real projects.
Yeah, and I think that, I don't know if I was cutting you off here, but I think trying to box in meme projects and say they're not real projects and they're scams is really disrespectful. And I think, a lot of people, of course, like some of these projects are obviously doing more development than others, but you shouldn't, discredit someone's work just because it's a fucking meme. If you take a look where the numbers and the volume is, it's all in the meme coins. So you can have your opinion or whatever, but you got to show up in the order book, and the volume and the numbers and the money. It's all pointing towards meme coins. And I think a lot of people don't understand it. I actually found, I knew who you were. I knew that you were the dev. But I didn't realize you were actually in the IC Pumpers Telegram, like in the trenches and everything with everybody else, trading the meme coins. And I think a lot of people, especially in the ICP ecosystem, don't quite understand the trading / meme coin, like degenerate ecosystem / like how it is. If you look at every other chain, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, every single chain that gets liquidity, there's a trading community. And in that community, the people understand that there are rugs and stuff that happen. Of course, I'm not, promoting rugs. I'm not endorsing rugs, but I'm saying it's a part of the game. Obviously it can be avoided, and we don't like people that are rugging, etc. But at the end of the day, a lot of people in the Telegram are there because, they want to trade. They love gambling. It's a part. Humans love gambling at the end of the day. And, Shill Gates right here is actually, he's very active in the Telegram. It's a really fun place. There's a great community. And if you take a look at, some of the best projects that are coming out of the ecosystem right now, they're all coming from builders in the Telegram. There's a lot of great developers that are coming through, and I'm helping them out. I'm onboarding them, showing them Motoko, etc. I'm not a dev, but I'm pointing them in the right direction and kind of, giving them some help, trying to make things work. But I think there's, especially with ICP, because, before Windoge came, and then, we have Clown, etc. There was Ghost, but there really wasn't else. And I would like to hear your opinion on, like, kind of why meme coins and ICP, like why people should go out, not necessarily why they should go out and just like do it, but like why someone should build a good meme coin if they have a solid narrative around it. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, on ICP, yeah, compared to doing one on like Ethereum or Binance or something, there's a lot more things you could do since you could store a lot more on chain. So, for example, with Windows right now, we have something in the pipeline to emulate kind of like old pop-up style ads that you used to get.
Yeah.
And users will be able to bid on that space and burn EXE, and then depending on how much is burned for an ad determines how likely it is to come up in that pop-up. So just little dumb things like that. I mean, you could build little niche use cases fairly easily.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot of coins, if you take a look at some of the newer coins that have come up in the ecosystem, some of them are great. They're not even like meme coins. They're basically just well-branded projects that are building real tech behind them, kind of like Alpaca, MCS. Once again, I advise both of those projects. But they're building real tech behind those projects, and it's not really a meme coin. It's more like just really good branding, and it's not fucking boring. I don't think a lot of people understand, you don't want to have a boring brand, and, people are going to be attracted to dogs and shit. That's just the way it is. I say this all the time on Twitter. When the normies show up, they're going to buy meme coins. And it's true. When you go out, all you guys watching, I think a lot of us are kind of caught in this ecosystem echo chamber where it's like we're on Twitter and Telegram all day. We're not hearing opinions of normal people who are into crypto. And every single fucking time you talk to them about crypto, they bring up Dogecoin, okay? They bring up all these fucking meme coins. That's the reality of it. They don't even give a shit about the tech. They don't care about Ethereum, etc. And that is important. And I am in for, the whole decentralization and the future of using blockchain technology to change people's lives, etc. But when it comes to simply just volume and people buying in, wanting something, people want the meme coins. There's, serious demand for it. And that can't be ignored. If you have, if you want to shit on meme coins, etc., well, you're kind of stupid because you're just ignoring the numbers. And at the end of the day, it's about what's going on in the order book. And people are wanting to jump into meme coins and everything like that. But I would like to, know a little bit more about what is going on with, what can, on the EXE website, what's everything you got going on right now in terms of, like, I think don't you guys have a game, if I'm wrong? Is there a game?
Yeah, we have Moon Merge. So that was actually just on Discover. We gave away 10,000 EXE to the top scorers on that. So yeah, that's one game. We have Doge Sweeper in the works too, which is like a dog version of Minesweeper.
Yeah.
We got some NFT things in the works. The Clippy canister, which will work similar to that pop-up ads canister that I just told you about. Similar mechanics. So I mean, there's things in the pipeline there.
Yeah, really, really
so,
cool.
But for that, so sorry for
You
cutting
got it.
off.
You got it, man.
Yeah, but the ads and the Clippy stuff, I mean, that's basically ready to go. We've been kind of getting dumped on for like 2 weeks here, so I was kind of holding it off a bit.
Yeah, some really, really cool stuff, and I'm sure the community will be super, super excited for all that stuff that's going on. But you are, in fact, a degen. I said earlier in this, I was like, wait a minute, fucking Shill Gates is just trading in my, my Telegram all day. And of course, regardless of how some people feel about it, the IC Pumpers Telegram is, in fact, the new social hub of ICP. It is the most active group chat in ICP by a long shot. And when you talk about people who are new to the ecosystem and getting onboarded from Solana and Ethereum, kind of the degens of those ecosystems, they're coming through IC Pumpers, etc., and they're having fun trading and everything. Of course, everyone knows there's risk when it comes to trading. It's a part of the game and all that stuff. But what is your opinion on kind of like the degen scene in ICP, and where do you think it's going and all that? I can give my take on it and everything, but I want to hear like, what do you think about just the growing trading community in the internet computer ecosystem?
It's not, you definitely do have probably the most active group now. That's something we've really been lacking on Telegram. There really hasn't been much of an ICP presence there at all, and that's where all the big shitcoin traders from the other chains hang out at. So back to your point about the meme coins, I've been in crypto for a long time, since about late 2016, early 2017-ish. And it took me years to get into the meme coin game, because I was kind of one of the people that, was all about the tech side of it, because I'm a developer by trade. So, it was what initially attracted me to it. And I just didn't understand the whole meme coin game. And it wasn't until about 2021, when I got into BSC shitcoins and seen several of them run hundreds of millions of dollars. I was like, wait, there's something here.
Yeah, the same thing happened with me. I remember last cycle, I was like, what the fuck? Why Dogecoin? It's so stupid. You can just buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or buy fucking, I don't know, Avalanche, but you're buying fucking Dogecoin. Why is Elon Musk doing it? I was kind of one of those people on the outside, like being a little bitch about it. Not obviously complaining on Twitter like a retard, but I was just saying in my head, like, why are people doing this? And now I really, it's after this recent pump that really validated my thesis. In the bear market, I was saying, hey, it's all about meme coins. And after this recent pump, the winners from each large chain with a lot of liquidity were all meme coins. So that speaks a lot of volume. And I think a lot of people outside the ICP ecosystem, they don't quite understand that the trading community in shitcoins is what runs crypto. If you look at Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Solana, etc., of course, there's great tech there, but what's really drawing all the liquidity is just shitcoinery. And when it comes to the Telegram, the reason why I initially created my group on Telegram and not on OpenChat, of course we have an OpenChat, which you can join in the Telegram, is so we can onboard people from other ecosystems, because they're not on, people outside of ICP are not on OpenChat. And if we want to onboard new people, the best channel to get them through is Telegram. So, yeah, I mean, what do you think about, like, what is your opinion on, like, the new, I guess, I feel like I keep like spinning questions around and everything, but what is your thesis kind of on like the whole influx of liquidity that will probably end up coming to ICP and the amount of traders that are going to come? Like, what is your kind of outlook for ICP this bull market?
I'm really bad at predicting the future.
No price predictions, just like, you can say price predictions if you want, but like,
so like
just your thesis.
How far out we talking? Like 1 year?
Yeah, a year. 12 months ago.
12 months? I would say probably somewhere 50 plus on the conservative side.
I think ICP...
Assuming the rest of the market doesn't go tanking for some reason, but if we continue, this kind of bullish trajectory that we're on, I don't see any reason we shouldn't get up there.
Yeah, I think ICP got disgustingly undervalued in the bear market, and when it comes to the price action, et cetera, I think ICP can hit $100 this bull market. I think it's possible. There's a lot of people on Twitter who say it can hit $300, $400. I hope it happens for my sake of my bags, but I don't really think it's going to happen. But maybe it does, because that'd be a great thing for my bags. And I think,
I don't know. I mean, I've seen crazier things, but
yeah, I think $100 can happen, but I think there's going to be a dramatic change in the ecosystem within ICP, because ICP's never really had that many users. It's never really had a robust ecosystem. But when the liquidity happens and we see people rotate from Ethereum and Solana to ICP, I think we're going to see a whole new wave of, great projects and stuff. And of course, you're the one leading the way. You're the one who really, there was Ghost. They're the first meme coin, but it's not even really that funny of a meme coin. You were the first one to actually make like a real meme coin project that's like actually producing memes and shit. And I think when we see that big rotation of liquidity, there's going to be a lot of shit coining going on, which, you can have your opinion on it, but at the end of the day, that's literally what the market wants. Once again, you can look, it's, what do you think?
Yeah, I think a lot of it's a perception thing too, because a lot of people still have a bad perception of ICP because of the chart. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out. Like there's Helix coming out, Bitfinity. So hopefully that'll bring more users to us as well.
Yeah, I want to talk to you a little bit about what is your opinion on, of course, right now, I think we can all say this, ICP DeFi in its current state is, let's just say, not so great. But what we do know is that people are building great products, and there's some cool things coming soon. We got Bitfinity coming up. We got Sonic V3 on Bitfinity. And I personally believe, hopefully, those two should change the ICP ecosystem forever. At the end of the day, DeFi is what currently drives crypto and liquidity, and we need a robust and much better DeFi ecosystem if we want to really flourish. And I think those two can do really well. What is your opinion on, let's just start with Bitfinity. What do you think about Bitfinity?
So I've used the testnet and stuff, and I mean, it's quick and works great. The only thing that's been concerning about them for me is that they geo-block U.S. users from their website. Mm-hmm. I heard that they were talking about ending that, so hopefully they do soon. But, I mean, other than that, everything, is quick. It's just like using EVM, use MetaMask, just like you would on any other EVM chain.
Yeah.
So, as long as they have a way to bring in liquidity to that, I think it'll be a big boost.
I think the biggest problem right now with the IC, which a lot of people in the IC, a certain group, some people don't quite understand this, that it is quite difficult to onboard people when they have to download a separate app, and then they have to go do this and that, and all. It's so much easier if people can just connect their MetaMask or Coinbase wallet and go straight there and start trading. EVM compatibility is everything, in my opinion.
Yeah, there is a bit of a learning curve to ICP, like on native ICP, versus if you were using that Bitfinity EVM. Like using Plug Wallet, I know people that I've brought over had some issues with Plug and the mobile wallets because the wallet situation on ICP isn't the greatest.
Yeah. What is your I like Plug Wallet. I think they have a really sleek design and everything, but once again, it's just a fact of like it's it's just like annoying to people. Like if they're on Ethereum or Solana, they're kind of just like, let me just connect, let me go. I don't want to have to do this and that.
People don't like learning new things.
They don't. That's that's a big thing about the Telegram. Why Telegram is so important. It's because it's the easiest place to onboard. What is your thoughts on Sonic V3? Because right now we know the two main dexes. Well, there's three. There's IC Lighthouse. There's Sonic V2 in its current form, and then we have ICP Swap. And recently, ICP Swap, I don't know what the fuck happened, but it just like shut down for a day, and the team, shout out ICP Swap at the end of the day. They are providing the infrastructure right now, so no shade towards the team, but they didn't announce it on their Twitter that something was going wrong, which if you guys are watching this, I think they're a Chinese team, so they may not even understand what I'm saying, but guys, you got to announce it on Twitter if there's a problem, because there was a problem and you guys didn't say anything, and it lasted like a day or something, and that kind of pissed a lot of people off. It made a lot of people angry, and it really kind of turned some people off. Of course, I got a lot of new people from other ecosystems coming in the IC Pumpers Telegram, and they're kind of like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is going on? Why is, the DeFi so shitty and everything? I'm like, guys, Bitfinity and Sonic V3 is coming. Please stay here. You are, you're early and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of annoying, that whole thing with ICP swap. You guys
So
need to,
what was the whole issue with them? I didn't really have any issues. Like I've been having kind of like issues in general, I guess. So like when I'm not using a VPN, like the last week things have been kind of slow. So I've been using a VPN and it's a lot quicker. But other than that, I don't know what the problem was exactly with the ICP swap.
yeah, so here's what happened. I mean, I was like looking at the Telegram and everyone's bitching about it, and I'm like, all right, what's actually happening? So I go on there and like the transactions aren't showing up and all this other shit. And then I go to swap. I tried to buy something for like $10 or something. And the transaction just like didn't happen. It was just sitting there loading for like hours, and then I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm out. I'm just closing it. And of course, everyone's in the Telegram, and not just the IC Pumper Telegram. They're also in the Clown Telegram. They're like, what the fuck is going on with ICP swap? You know what? Because you know they didn't announce anything that there was something wrong, so people are just going on there and they're like, what the hell is going on? Why is ICP DeFi terrible? And I'm like, guys, please, you know, I swear it's gonna get better. You know, please stay. You know, so. That was kind of annoying. That's pretty much what happened. Like, but yeah.
Got it.
No.
But yeah, so one of my one of my hopes, I guess, is for Sonic V3, and that is that it will bring some people from those EVM chains. So hopefully they'll be able to just plug right into all these different EVM tools that exist out there for all these different coins, like Dex Screener, Dex Tools, DeFi Llama, all that. Because there's right now there's like no ICP presence on any of those.
Yeah, I think DeFi is the most lacking part of ICP, and it's the part that needs the most help right now, which is I'm very grateful for, you know, Cake Maker and what they're doing and everything, and I think the whole community should be behind them. If you're not, respectfully, you don't really understand crypto that well, because we really need DeFi. What is like with Sonic V3 coming up, what are your thoughts about it, you know, in general? I think you kind of just touched on it, but
yeah, I mean, I guess my thoughts in general are just that it brings more liquidity. So, I mean, any project that does well on ICP does well for all of us, because they're burning ICP to make more cycles. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah, and I think, you know, it was kind of interesting when Sonic first announced that they were going to Bitfinity. If, you know, just for you guys that don't know what Bitfinity is and you're new, Bitfinity is a blockchain that's built on the internet computer. It's an Bitcoin L2, EVM compatible, and Sonic is going to be the first DEX on Bitfinity. Of course, Bitfinity is still it's built on the internet computer at the end of the day, so it's still part of the ecosystem, but it's its own blockchain in itself. And Sonic V3 is going to be the first, you know, EVM compatible DEX on ICP, which is absolutely fucking huge. That is really because what happens is people come to ICP DeFi, and first of all, the deck, I've heard different things from different people. The thing is, I'm not a dev, so I can't actually give like 100% I know this answer. Some people say it's the ICP base layer chain isn't great for DeFi, and then some people say it's the fucking DEXs. But regardless, it takes so fucking long to swap right now on ICP DeFi. It's fucking awful. And Sonic V3, if you've seen the recent, you know, leaks from the beta and all that stuff, you can actually go try it out. It's really, really quick, and that matters a lot. People want to come on and have a same user experience to Jupiter or Uniswap. They don't want to come here and have some fucking slow-ass shit. We need things to be quick. We need things to be easy to onboard, and that's why I think Sonic V3 is, you know, the truth, because once all the Solana and Ethereum people look for a new ecosystem to play around with, which I believe, personally, it's going to be ICP, based on, you know, I'm just looking at Twitter, etc. You know, they're going to want things to be quick. They're not going to want to show up and have everything be super fucking slow and all that other stuff.
Yeah, and then with that being EVM too, all those Solidity contracts that exist out there already can just be copy-pasted over into new projects on Bitfinity, like they do on other chains.
Yeah, I am personally super bullish on Bitfinity if they're able to pull this all off. Of course, both projects are not out, so it's all speculation pretty much. But this will absolutely change, you know, everything in my opinion. And I think it's also a great thing for the ecosystem. Now, for the guys who are saying, well, you know, I'm not really in the DeFi. Well, you got to understand when all the new people show up to ICP, they're all going to want DeFi. And if the DeFi is good, then they're going to go and look at the social fi and all that other stuff. That's what you got to understand. If a project does well on ICP and the DeFi community on ICP does really, really well, this won't just help out the ICP DeFi community. slash trading community, this is going to help out everybody in the entire ecosystem, because people are going to come in, they're going to have a good experience on ICP DeFi, and then they're going to say, I fuck with this chain. Let's see what the social fi is looking like and all the games and Cubetopia and all this other shit. So, you know, I think some people just kind of don't understand that a little bit.
Yeah. It's like Dmail too. Dmail plugs in with all these other chains, but they're built on ICP. So, I mean, everything they're doing is burning more cycles.
Yeah.
And it's just like a network effect of that. As that builds, you know, that effect multiplies.
Yeah, and I got a question. What are your thoughts on Bark, the first meme coin on Bitfinity that's, you know, already been like kind of put out and everything? What is your opinion on that?
I honestly haven't even heard about it.
Really?
I have to do some looking into it.
They got a Twitter account and everything.
You have to send me a link.
Yeah, it's a dog coin, so people love dogs and everything like that. But I also kind of want to talk about, once again, I touched about this earlier, that there is, I think, you know, one thing we have to be super sensitive about is going out and calling projects scams and everything, when, of course, you know, some people would call me a hypocrite because the hot or not situation, but I'm a big TVL guy. I think TVL matters a lot, but I don't think we should just outright, you know, out the gate, you know, be calling projects scams and everything when there is good community and there's legitimate builders. Obviously, there are scams. I don't think a lot of people... ICP, it's so weird because these people have never seen a robust ecosystem, and they were never on Binance Smart Chain, Solana, or Ethereum, so they don't really get how it actually works, how crypto actually works, because it's just a part of a game. You know, if you looked at what happened last cycle with Time Wonderland, or even, you know, I hate to bring it up, and I'm not trying to throw shade and everything, but if you look at the ICP chart, I mean, guys, if you go to the all-time ICP chart, what does that look like to you? You know, and of course we all believe it's real. I personally am a super big believer in ICP, but I'm not going to judge it. Of course, once again, the price action is not something that can be like just forgotten about, because that was a bad situation. And, you know, of course there was like some stuff that happened, etc., blah, blah, blah. But, you know, some of these projects have great looking charts, and there's real builders and real communities. And there's some people who still say, OMG, it's a scam. Now, obviously, that's kind of just how the internet works, and there's like people who don't understand things, and they kind of have a voice and all that stuff. But yeah, don't fucking box in these meme coins.
Yeah, I mean, everybody needs to do their own due diligence, but there does seem to be a lot of, I guess you could call it like infighting in a way. Yeah, not everything's a scam. I mean, everybody needs to do their own due diligence, pay attention. If something looks sketchy, you should probably stay away from it. If it looks like something you want to have fun with, throw a couple bucks in it, have fun.
Yeah, my whole thesis when it comes to meme coins and everything, of course, it's like some of these fucking projects, like, I don't even want to name them, because then it's, you know, they're going to clip it up and be like, oh, Aaron endorsed us, you know? It's like, you know, I fucking go on Twitter and I put out like a tweet and it has nothing to do with any project, and they somehow find a way to link it to it's me shilling or something, you know? It's fucking insane in there, but, yeah, I think the way I approach it and everything, you know, especially with the projects that I'm helping out, Alpaca and MCS, you know, the first thing I did was I met, you know, the developers. And of course, I have a different perspective because, you know, I have this audience and all this other stuff, so the developers are willing to meet me. But you should, you know if the team's building or not. Look at, like, is there real tech behind it? Is there a website? You know, are they, you know, this and that? You know, you don't want to just jump into maybe you do. If they're just fucking launching a meme coin, maybe you just want to jump in it and you're gambling. But if you're like strategic investment, you probably don't even want to go near meme coins, actually. If you want to make a, you know, super strategic investment. Now, there is some coins that are, I think there's a big difference between a meme coin and a coin with good branding. And, you know, I would say like actual meme coins are like Clown and EXC. Two meme coins that are like just good branding that aren't even meme coins and good tech would be Alpaca and MCS. There's real development going on there. Real deving. Of course, I'm not saying you're not Devin Shillgates, but you know what I'm saying? It's more of a meme narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
And I think also, I feel like I'm doing a lot of the talking here, but
yeah, I'm usually not a person of many words. So.
Yeah, but I think also when it comes to meme coins, sometimes it is just like I think a lot of people watching this have probably seen the bell curve meme, where it has like the guy who's smart and then like the guy who's like super stupid and the guy in the middle is crying. Sometimes it is just a fucking stupid narrative. An example, this would be Dogecoin or Pepe. Like, dude, Dogecoin literally, okay, it's like proof of work or whatever, and you can mine it, but like, what the fuck? There's not really much there besides the fact that it's a dog coin. And I know Elon Musk decided to pump it to the fucking moon last cycle, and he'll probably do it again. But sometimes there's just a meme narrative. Now, when it comes to those projects, you should probably, you know, if you have 60 grand to your name, you probably don't want to dump all 60K into a meme coin. That's probably very fucking stupid.
What's crazy about Dogecoin, too, is that it's inflationary.
Yeah, I know, which is like pretty fucking funny. So I think it's going to do very well. And I think also, you know, meme coins have a big part of crypto. If you look at the top 20 coins, Shiba Inu, which I'm bearish on, is in the top 20. Dogecoin's in the top 20. And I'm going to say this right now. I think there's going to be a lot of meme coins that are going to hit $1 billion market cap, more than people believe. I think, you know, along with AI and some of the other narratives, DePIN, DeFi, DeSci, I think meme coins just in general are going to have a fantastic run. They had a great run last time, but I think some of the great projects, there's going to be some really, really cool stuff happening. So
with ICP, we're getting towards utility memes.
Yeah, we are, and I think it's really great to see, you know, people just building. I think, you know, once again, people like to box in some of these builders, and it's quite disrespectful. Just because somebody doesn't have VCs backing them, and they're just some guy, and they're coming home for their job, and they're working hard, and they're trying to make this their full-time job, and they're deving, don't disrespect them. You don't need millions of fucking dollars to, you know, have a great startup come about. People can just dev, you know, and really be passionate and everything. And I don't think you want to...
I was just going to say, that's one of the cool things about Windoge, too. So we've had, I would say, probably at least like 5 different people from the community contribute some code in some way. And I mean, they've all gotten a little bit of EXE for it. So if there's any devs out there listening that have any ideas and you want to contribute, come hop in the OC or the Telegram or Discord, and, you know, we could talk about it. And if it gets implemented, get you a little EXE or ICP.
That's awesome. And I think meme coins, once again, kind of you're talking about like onboarding developers to your project and everything, but they do a great job of onboarding. You know, of course, when people buy something, they get attached and they kind of go to the ecosystem, etc. But I think the best onboarder for crypto is low-key meme coins. Because if you go up to a normie and you start talking about fucking the goddamn blockchain and fucking sharding and all this other bullshit, they're going to be like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to talk about this. But if you start talking about meme coins, half of them think it's pretty fucking funny. Now, some of them will be like, fuck off, you know, crypto's a scam or whatever. But it's like, they're great for onboarding, actually.
Mm-hmm. And there's a harsh reality, too, that most people are in it just to make money, that a lot of people don't realize. So that's why these things are attractive, too.
Yeah. I know. That's so... I think that's probably the biggest reason a lot of people are in crypto. You know, that's the first reason I came into crypto. And at the end of the day, I am in crypto because of the whole, you know, the tech and what's going on with decentralization and, you know, really just believing in the fight. I think if I was just purely here for money, I would have probably dropped out a while ago in the bear market. I stuck through the entire bear market, building in the bear market the entire fucking time. It was goddamn so brutal, so fucking brutal. But
yeah, and it's not to say that just wanting to make money is necessarily a bad thing, but
not a bad thing.
Especially when you start getting into bull markets, you're going to see more of that because you have more new money coming in, more money that's just, you know, not interested in the tech. They're there to make money, especially now with all this. With the ETFs and everything, you got institutional money from BlackRock and all these hedge funds and everything. So it's a different game.
Yeah, we are definitely in an institutional-driven game right now, and I do think, most people are in crypto to make money. I mean, at the end of the day, we're, you know, part of the reason why we're so active in crypto is to make money. That's not a bad thing. You know, I think money is a great thing. Of course, you know, I'm not a communist, so I do believe, you know, some people are going to make more money than others. But that is a large reason, you know, why does everyone FOMO in at the end of the cycle or at the top? It's not because, you know, it could have been very small chance, but it's not because of the decentralization thesis and, you know, what the world's going to look like in 20 years with the blockchain. Its number went up and we like the green chart and maybe I can change my life if I toss some money into this and that. That's what's really driving, you know, retail and even the institutions at the end of the day. The reason the institutions, a lot of them are getting into crypto, I would say, obviously, I don't really actually know because I'm not fucking Larry Fink and BlackRock, but we're just going to use BlackRock and Larry Fink for a second. You know, I think a big reason they're getting in is because, you know, the United States has kind of been not friendly with crypto, but if you look at like Switzerland or Hong Kong or Dubai, pretty much every other country, they're like, hey, We want the liquidity. We want the money come here. We want the jobs. We want the innovation. And BlackRock saying, hey, there's a lot of money here and it's untapped. And at the end of the day, if BlackRock wants to continue to have control over, pretty much the world, they need to have control over some sort of control over this sector. And at the end of the day, Larry Fink is getting in probably because he just wants the liquidity and to control the liquidity. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I would say that's definitely a big reason. I think another big reason is that I think it's a bet that inflation is going to keep on. Because Bitcoin, it's a static asset. There's a limited amount. There's unlimited U.S. dollars. There's unlimited euros. There's unlimited yen, yuan. So as long as they're printing that number, theoretically, it's probably going to keep going up.
Yeah.
And I think it's a long-term play at that.
Yeah, it's so interesting, the whole cryptocurrency and what's going on with the dollar and everything. I'm not sure. Are you familiar with the dollar milkshake theory?
Somewhat, I think. I think, maybe.
Yeah. It's basically like the theory that when shit goes down, that the dollar's going to suck up all the liquidity from everywhere else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I don't know, my kind of thesis, I'm pretty sure most people, I feel like a lot of people, if you made it this far, you're probably a nerd when it comes to money, but you know how a lot of these currencies in the world are backed by the US dollar and everything. I personally don't think in my lifetime, I hope not, I hope we don't see a hyperinflationary crash. Of course, there's idiots on Twitter who are like, dude, fucking, I hope the dollar goes to zero and then fucking Bitcoin, that's not realistic. And if it happened, there would be everywhere would become a fucking war zone overnight. It would probably be the worst thing that ever happened.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to happen in my lifetime, but I do know that I do not have a McDonald's dollar menu anymore.
That is such a bar. It's actually so fucking funny. If you just look at I would say a great example of this would be the Wendy's 4 for $4. It's that's not a fucking thing anymore. It's going to be like an 8 for 8 one day, and this is going to be 10 for 10. If you look at just food in general, you go to the fucking grocery store, it's the way inflation's calculated is obviously doctored up to make it look, not as bad as it really is. But food, which is, very important to keep people alive, has skyrocketed in price. So, and I think people are starting to realize that.
I'm not that old either. I'm 33, so I'm kind of a crypto boomer, but I'm not like the oldest guy. And this is only over the course of the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years that we've really seen it get bad.
And now to
like I said about the McDonald's thing, McChicken used to cost me $1, and now they're I think $3, close to $3. That's a 3x on McChickens. Should have bought some of those.
Yeah. Now I want to pivot back to the IC and everything. What is your I feel like one of the things Internet Computer has struggled with is really finding a good narrative. Solana, it's Ethereum smart contracts, gold, Bitcoin is, digital gold. Solana is we're a super fast blockchain, and Internet Computer, it's kind of been all over the place, I feel like. In fact, Dfinity Social Team, in your LinkedIn bio, it says it's a general use purpose blockchain. Is that the narrative we're spinning right now? Is that, because in my eyes, I didn't think
the one I've been hearing most is it's kind of like the blockchain cloud narrative, or as a competitor to AWS.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of been the main thing being pushed lately, which is I guess that's kind of in line with how I see it. There's certain things that aren't that great on ICP, like the DeFi, but it is a good base layer because you could build EVMs on top of that, like Bitfinity. And all these other chains host all their content on AWS servers. It can be taken down by anybody. So I think it's just a matter of time before they start pivoting to ICP. Because as far as I know, there aren't any real competitors to ICP that I'm aware of.
There is. Do you know Filecoin?
Filecoin, yeah. That's about the only one I can think of off the top of my head.
I can think of another one. I don't want to shill them though. Fuck them. But I do. Well, ICP is the leader in decentralized cloud, and I do think it is really that's my personal. I think that's what makes the IC stand out compared to everybody, is really the fact that, you know, fully on chain's one thing, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes having things fully on chain might not actually be somewhat of a great thing, depending on what the application is, blah, 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 blah. But I think the fact that the IC can be alternative to AWS is a huge thing, especially in the scary world we live in now, where everything's hosted on AWS. And we recently saw, I don't know if are you familiar with Rumble by any chance?
Yeah.
So Rumble, their CEO Chris put out a tweet talking about how they're now making their own servers, or their own cloud, I meant, which... And I think that's kind of a big thing, because I don't know what Rumble was running on before, but I'm sure they probably got the knock from somebody like, hey, you know, we're about to shut you off. And I think that was, I actually quote tweeted Chris and I tagged Dom and I said, hey, Dom, you should be reaching out to these freedom speech platforms and say, hey, come to the IC. We're not going to fucking shut you down to decentralized cloud and everything like that. I think Dom should definitely go out and do that, because, dude, imagine ICP got like a deal with a big mainstream, like, just anarcho-capitalist, like, freedom platform. That'd be huge.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the whole philosophical basis of this whole thing, Bitcoin, crypto, and all that.
Yeah, and I would
love to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you got it. It's about you, man.
Oh, I was just going to say, I mean, we have some social platforms like Tagger. I know they're very good with moderation and stuff and allowing content. For video platforms on ICP, though, I think we're kind of lacking. There's D-Social, which, I mean, it's there, but that's about it.
Yeah, and I think, I don't even know if it's going to be a platform that's built organically. I think it could be like somebody shifts to the IC. I think that is really, you know, where it could, like, a big move could happen. Now, I want to know, like, your philosophical, you know, crypto. What is your thoughts on the IC when it comes to, like, decentralization / what are your thoughts on it, where the world is moving, you know, all that stuff.
What was that first part you said? It broke up. Decentralized what?
Like, what is your decentralization, like, philosophy and the internet computer?
I imagine, I don't know how far out timeline we're talking, but I think it's just a matter of time before we see a majority of internet apps that are decentralized. A lot of the reason, I think, is political. You have a lot of stuff going on now, like in the U.S. with the Twitter files and all that stuff with the elections and Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I think there's going to be a bigger move to open platforms. That's the main thing. There's a lot of censorship going on, that sort of thing. And ICP is different in that you could build these things on it. You can't build social networks and things like this on Ethereum or Solana.
Yeah, I think I'm a big fan of OpenChat. I'll be honest, I wasn't a big fan of them in the bear market too much. I was kind of like, eh. And it still does need improvement. But, like, I kind of get it now. Because I'm like, after the whole Elon Musk thing taking over X, which X is fucking amazing, I'm low-key getting more and more bullish on SocialFi and ICP, because these other social platforms are fucking, you know, dickheads, and they're kicking everyone off for, you know, just talking.
Yeah, I use OpenChat all the time now. I mean, when it first launched, it was pretty bad. But, it's come a long way in just a year. I mean, it's been out a little over a year, I think, year and a half, something like that. And, I use it every day now.
Yeah, and Tagger's great. I mean, I'm making money off Tagger. It's fucking amazing. And I'm literally, if you made it this far in this video, I literally have an intern, and he's just copying and pasting my tweets and putting that over there, and then making some tweets himself on my account.
Yeah. What's really cool about Tagger is the revenue sharing aspect. I mean, if you're holding tokens, you're earning ICP every week too.
I think it's an opportunity people should take advantage of. I mean, it's literally, I tell people, bro, just copy and paste your tweets and put it over there, or find your fucking, you know, I don't know, get your fucking nephew or somebody to do it for you if you don't want to do it. That's literally, you know, I have my intern who's literally just going on my Twitter, copying and pasting my tweets on Tagger, and then he's making some of his own tweets himself. Obviously, it's under my account, but that's literally all you have to do, or you can just copy and paste them yourself.
I think Tagger is a great example of kind of what I was talking about earlier, where we'll see more web apps move to decentralized apps. So with Tagger, it's completely decentralized. It's almost like an SNS. So it's just a DAO. And the users purchase cycles to post on there with their ICP, and those are distributed to Tagger holders at the end of the week. So it's like they share 100% of the revenue. It's just a unique model. And I
Yeah.
think that's going to become more popular.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's you know, I think it's I don't completely I'll be honest, I don't completely understand, you know, the tokenomics and stuff when it comes to all of this. Like I don't understand how it's actually going on. I didn't give a fuck to read it. I saw Alex said he made like $1,000 and I'm in a week and I'm like, I'm in. I don't give a fuck. I'm in. You know, I was just like, I don't
Yeah, and
care. They're paying.
that's what most people see, and then they want to get in.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's something we don't really promote, because I guess it kind of feels a little scummy, sort of promoting it. I'd say, like, I hate telling people, "Oh, hey, go post here, you can make some money."
Yeah. But at the end of that's the kind of weird thing about it. It's like that's what's going to drive people. If you say just post here, they're not going to give a fuck. Nobody's going to care at all. Even if you say it's socialify and decentralized, they're not going to care. But when they hear, oh my God, I made $1,000 in a week, then they're gonna go over and want to do it. It's just kind of the reality of crypto, you know, kind of what we're talking about, how people are in this to make money. A lot of people. So, yeah. And by the way, guys, I do go on Tagger sometimes myself. It's not always my intern if you made it this far in the video. So don't think it's always the intern.
I need to get an intern.
He's a great guy though. So even if he's interacting with you and everything, he's an awesome guy. So yeah.
What's the key tell? How do we know if it's you or the intern?
The thing is, I taught him how to kind of do my style. Obviously, like on Twitter, I'm shitposting a lot, so it's like there's not really any way to replicate that. But I do have a philosophy when it comes to when I first started making money in the bear market. My first like start in crypto was I was a copywriter. I'd run Twitter pages, and I'm very. Despite I know on my main feed in Telegram when I'm talking and everything, it's all fucked up because I'm just like, you know, just drumming up tweets and everything. But like, I know how to, you know, do marketing very well when it comes to Twitter. I've done multiple, not even just IC projects, like running Twitter for IC projects, like running Twitters for ordinals and all this other shit. I don't do it anymore, but I basically, you know, I'm able to teach people how to do it and everything. Yeah, and by the way, if you are a copywriter and you want to get into copywriting, DM me. I got an army of copywriters and, you know, all that other good stuff. But yeah. So yeah, but I think let's just I feel like we've been talking for a little while now. I'm trying to find one question to kind of actually let's just finish off with this. What are we expecting for EXE in the next year when it comes to development and stuff that's going on?
In the next year, so I don't know. I can't go that far out, but I'll just give you what's next. So, like I said, we got that ads DApp coming next. We have the Clippy DApp coming, and then most likely I'll be looking at doing an SNS.
Yeah, that's fucking dope, man.
Like I said, we have some NFT stuff in the pipeline and some game stuff too. So I mean, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, really, really, really cool stuff. I think, you know, once again, guys, this is somebody who's a huge contributor to ICP, and I don't think most people understand the magnitude of what he's done for the community when it comes to meme coins and everything, and just being a pioneer in the space. In my opinion, he is first team all ICP. I think he's one of the top devs in this ecosystem. He's putting in work and everything, and I really appreciate you coming out. Is there anything you want to plug?
Windoge98.com.
Let's go, everyone. Everyone go to Windoge98.com. Not financial advice, of course. Really cool stuff being built and all that. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this awesome interview. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment, all that stuff. And you guys already know where to find me. And thank you for watching.